Hello fit chicks and fit beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am about to get ready for a Friendsgiving. Y'all, I got my real hair done underneath, so I'm about to get ready for a Friendsgiving and I'm gonna walk y'all through the makeup that I'm gonna do today. I'm really not sure what makeup look I'm going for, but we're just gonna go with the flow. Drop the roof and let the smoke clear. I got diamonds doing pussy slides in both ears. Dice rolling on the Las Vegas strip tonight. Slip that on and we might mystify. Fucking night, I keep the wallet in my shorty bag. You know she wants mine when she tattooed that ass. I'm a lover boy, she love the toys. Keep it coming, you a rider. Just that roll myself a day and count my figure shit. But the makeup is not the gist of the video. We're also going to have girl talk, weight loss talk. I'm just going to go off the dome with stuff that I just want to talk about. Because I was in the shower getting ready, you know, taking a bath, scrub-a-dub-dub. And I was like, you know what? I should talk through my makeup. And it's 5 o'clock. The Friendsgiving started at 7. So I'm getting ready early enough to have time to talk to y'all. So we about to talk. And I'm going to try to stop and share with y'all like what I'm using. But just bear with me. If I don't tell y'all, I'll try to make sure I put it in the detail. Let's go ahead and get started. So, we're going to start with the eyebrows. And the first thing that I want to talk about is, you know, if you're new to my channel, I have lost a lot of weight. All natural weight loss journey. I've been on my journey for about 4 years. I just recently did a bodybuilding competition, and child, baby, I'm still recovering from it. It was that intense. So I just finished that. And now I've just been trying to focus on maintaining, like trying to just be cool, like maintain, be cool. But hey, that's hard when you somebody like me. The topic I want to talk about is like, you know, the attention that I get now that I have lost so much weight. So I went out last weekend. So last weekend, was it last weekend? No, 2 weeks ago. Last weekend I went to New Orleans. 2 weeks ago, the last of our, you know, our gym crew finished off their shows. And all the time while we was in prep, we just kept talking about how like, oh, when everybody finished their show, we gonna all go outside. We gonna all be outside. And so that's exactly what we did. We all went outside. And it just kind of like made me realize like how much attention, I guess now that I know how it looks on both sides, like I know how I feel on both sides, it's almost disgusting. Like it's entertaining, but it's disgusting because like, I don't know. I won't say it's disgusting, like I'm just talking shit, but like, it's just like, it's just crazy. Like I can go on and on about it. Like it's just crazy because it's like, I kid you not, we went out and I didn't pay for anything. Like I didn't pay for not one drink. And like me coming from being 311 pounds, I'm not used to that. Like when I go out, unless another man is trying to talk to one of my friends and my friends persist that like, okay, if you gonna buy me a drink, you need to buy my friends a drink. Unless like my friend on that type of energy, then everything I want, I'm gonna buy myself. And so, you know, that's what I'm used to. So it's like now that I've lost all this weight and just to see like how just, I don't know, like they like it's like they can smell you when you come in. Like that's just how aggressive it is, you know. But it's just like, it just lets you know that like society and like just society plays a big role on like what's accepted, what's idolized, what's cool. And I feel like a lot of men like to talk to certain girls because of what's popular, like just what's popular. Like that's just how I feel. So I kind of feel like almost like when football players get ready to go to the league, they try to find them a woman that's going to be solid with them before they get all that money, because then they don't know who really for them or who just trying to use their money. That's how I feel in my body. Like I'm glad that I settled down with my boyfriend and I met my boyfriend before I started my journey, because just something in me always will feel like, in general, will always feel like people only want me because of my body. Like I feel like people will only sexualize me because of my body. And that could just, like, you know, I could run across a man that really just genuinely wants to be with me, but that's just my perception. Like I feel like people will only want to talk to me because of my body, because I knew how I felt, you know, like how I was treated by men
being 311 pounds versus how I am now. So I guess it's just all perception. But I just know that, baby, when I go out now, I don't pay for nothing. Like, nada. And I ain't mad at it because, baby, let me tell you, going out and drinking can get very expensive. That's why I don't do it real often. But when I go out, I don't pay for nothing. And I just found this so crazy. And it's like, now, like, before I started my weight loss journey, before I just really like went into investing in like self-love, you know, working on me, I used to think that that was like my main goal. Like, I'm gonna lose weight and these men's gonna be all on my neck. Like, they gonna wish they would have tried to talk to me when I was this. Like, back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Like, they used to be like the reason why I wanted to lose weight. But that alone was not enough for me to just stay consistent on my journey. So I knew that, like, at that point, all right, y'all, I'm about to do my eyebrows, so now I gotta stop talking. With this, y'all, I'm really just shaping it up. And as y'all can see, I really didn't fill in much of my brow. I just kind of went with the natural shape because I naturally have, like, pretty thick eyebrows, I would say. Baby, you know when you getting them eyebrows done, baby, people stop talking, baby. I don't be trying to talk while I'm doing these eyebrows. So yeah, that's really pretty much the gist of like just how stuff has changed. Like, I really cannot go into detail on how it is dating now that I have lost, you know, weight, because I've been in a relationship my whole journey. Anytime like you're talking to somebody or somebody showing you love and affection, and at a point where it feel like, okay, I'm getting treated how I always want to be treated. At a point where you feel like it's too much, like, that only just reflects that you have a lot more self-love to do for yourself. Because I feel like if you can't learn to love yourself, sometimes the love that people give to you could be a bit much. Like, it could be too much because you really haven't focused on trying to love yourself. So it's like, deep down inside, how can you accept love from somebody when you don't love yourself enough? Regardless, you know. So that's another thing that I feel like if y'all don't take anything else from this video, like, when you getting ready to like start being in a relationship, because growing up I never really just had a real relationship. Like, I had one previous boyfriend before my boyfriend, but I really don't even count that relationship. But it was definitely a relationship. I don't really count that relationship because I don't know, I just don't count it. Like, I feel like I have a right to just not count it. So I don't really count that relationship. But that relationship was, I don't know what. So like, my real relationship, very first relationship, was with my boyfriend now. And so I don't really know like about dating, because I'm the type of person, when I like somebody, I don't like nobody but that person. And that's how I am with my boyfriend. Like, I like my boyfriend and I love him. So I don't see nobody else. When I get to the club and men be all up in my face, I smile a little bit, but at the end of the day, I'll be like, nah, baby, I tell the person quick. They buy me a drink and then they get to follow me around. I say, hey, look, I got a man. Yeah, I got a man. I'll tell people real quick. So the next thing I want to talk about is my weight loss journey. So if y'all do not know, if you knew, I have lost over, let me see, because the numbers change. My weight go up and down. So at one point, my lowest that I ever got was like 157. And that was like last year. Like around last year. I was like, no, actually 2 years ago. I was like 157. And then like last year, I kind of maintained between like 170 and 180. Then I did the show, got down to like 165, 167. And so now that I'm out of the show, I've been maintaining between 170 and 175. So I guess like that's just my sweet spot. But one thing that I can say about being on a journey, and I was just talking to my boyfriend this the other day, is like, when you start your journey, like always, I feel like now that I'm on the, like, deep into it, always remember that at the end of the day, when you start your journey, always go in with the intent that I'm about to create new habits, and these habits are about to become my lifestyle. Because me, on the other hand, I was under the impression that, okay, then once you lost the weight, you could just go back to doing you know, you could just go back to doing what you was doing, eating whenever you wanted to eat, just eat up everything, and that's not the idea for a person like me, coming from, like, you know, 311 pounds. Like, that's all my body knows. Like, don't get me wrong, I have lost the weight, I have been slim for a couple of years now, but at the end of the day, my body's comfortable spot is being closer to that number. So I told my boyfriend the other day, no matter how hard I work, no matter how much I work out, no matter how much I stay in the deficit, at the end of the day, my body is going to always work against me to get back to that number, to get back to that size. So that's why it's very important that when you do start your weight loss journey, you realize that you are creating new habits. Like, it's not something temporary. So whatever approach, that's why I always tell people, whatever approach you go with, it needs to be something that you see yourself doing a year or two from now, 4 years from now, like something you know see yourself doing long term, because that's what's gonna get you to, you know, where you trying to be. And when you get to where you trying to be, you know, so that you can stay where you trying to be at, if that makes sense. Because ain't nothing harder than losing the weight. For me was easy. It was tough, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm just about to give y'all a comparison. Like, losing the weight for me was easy because it's like, either you did it or you didn't. Like, you know, if you counted your macros, showed up on the days you did it, I mean, showed up on the days that you didn't feel like it, or you didn't, and, you know, like, the results just came from that. But versus maintenance is different. Like, maintenance is different. Like, just trying to keep a certain, you know, stay at a certain look, or stay at a certain number, or like just keep up with the routine. Maintenance difference, and I feel like maintenance is where you find your balance. Like, maintenance is where you really find out, like, what works for your body and what don't work for your body. Because I know for me, if I have weekends where I constantly just keep going out, eating, drinking, and doing whatever, that just don't work for me no more. Like, I just know, like, hey, it gotta be a limit to, you know, when you go out, you gotta kind of have a limit, because if you don't, like, it just won't work out for me. And then come Monday morning, I ain't feeling it. Like, I go out on a Sunday, it take me to about Wednesday to get my life back together. I'm not even talking about just the weight fluctuation. I'm just talking about, like, even how I feel after a weekend of going out and drinking and doing all that extra. Don't get me wrong. I be like, boy, we had a time last night, but that, like, I can't just keep doing that all the time. Or if I do that, I have to have a certain limit. So that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, you gotta kind of have a certain limit when it comes to, you know, you going out doing your big one. Yeah, you gotta kind of, like, have a certain limit when it comes to, like, you know, what you finna go out and do and what you finna do that. But the whole moral of the story is what I'm trying to get at. If anybody's, like, about to start or about to get into starting, like, always go in with that mindset, like, that I'm finna create, you know, new habits that's gonna keep me for a lifelong. Like, that's gonna help me get to where I want to be, but ultimately become a healthier person. And when you have that mindset, no matter how far you get on your journey, like, when you have that mindset, you're going to always continue to grow and elevate. Versus, you know, if you go in the mindset like, okay, I'm just going to do this for a little bit so I can look this certain way or get this weight off real fast. Once you do that and you revert back to your old habits, you will find that it's super duper hard to keep this shit up, okay? And take that from my experience. A lot of stuff that I talk about, like, let me tell y'all this also. A lot of stuff that I talk about, it's not because I've mastered it. It's because I'm constantly working on it. And I feel like God has came to me and told me, like, you know, if you could share your experience and use your experience to inspire and motivate and let people know what's the real and what ain't, then do that. So that's really what I be trying to do. Tell y'all, like, constantly work on yourself. Constantly work on self-love. Constantly work on the internal. Like, while you going to the gym and count your macros and focusing on the physical, always never forget to work on your insides, baby, because how you feel on the inside is gonna really get you to where you trying to be mentally and physically, because the physical could be there but the mental could be all messed up. That's why I always tell people, like, literally, I kid you not, comparison is the thief of joy. And I even struggle with this as well. Like, I get on Instagram, just depending on what type of mental state I'm in, I get on Instagram and I see my favorite fitness influencer looking good, looking snatched, and I be thinking like, dang, bro, then you not doing what you supposed to be doing, or you ain't gonna never look like that. And the point is, in reality, and the truth is, you ain't gonna never look like that, because that's not true. Like, that's not true. And that's why I always tell people, like, always remember to show love towards yourself and do not compare yourself to anybody, because social media only shows you what you want, what they want you to see. You could see somebody on Instagram looking good as hell, like they could be snatched, they could be like your dream body, but then deep down inside they could be fighting demons. Like, you don't never know what people be going through or what people have to do to get to where they are right now. So don't ever for a second feel like you gotta be like them, or you gotta fit, you know, you gotta fit their type of aesthetic. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, don't ever feel like that, because that type of mindset and that type of, like, thinking will always make you feel like you won't never be enough, you know? So I always remember, like, when it comes to social media, especially in the fitness industry, like, the fitness industry will tell you real fast, oh, you need to be doing this every day to lose weight, or you need to be looking like this to lose weight, or promoting this product, but at the end of the day, they only gonna show you and tell you what they want you to see. So I always remember that. So that's why when I get on my channel and I get to talking, I'm telling y'all the real, because a girl like me, growing up, always heavy, struggle with weight, struggle with self-love, shit is hard, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and try to tell y'all that it ain't. And I'm just telling y'all, like, the more you put yourself through tough battles, the more you put yourself through, like, growing and elevating, y'all always know I say always learn from your mistakes, learn to grow through what you go through, because that's what really makes a person. Like, I could get on Instagram all the time and show my before and afters, but as you notice, I always make sure that I expound on the fact that the physical change wasn't the biggest thing for me. The biggest thing for me was the mental change. Like, me finally realizing that, if it's something that you want to do done, you could do it. Because for a long time growing up, I felt like I could do a lot of stuff. Like, just being in sports, not always being the last one at the baseline. Like, always feeling like, girl, you won't ever be able to keep up with these folks. But that's the thing. Like, you didn't have to keep up with them. Like, the only person that you should have been in competition with was yourself. And once you realize that's you, your only competition, like, you showing up each and every day as a better version of yourself is the only thing that you need to be worried about. And I know it's probably going blurry as I do this, but, you know, you showing up as your own, you know, as, like, every day you striving to become a better version of yourself should be the only thing that's on your mind. But as I said, with social media, that makes it hard, because we're constantly looking at other people trying to figure out what we're doing wrong. So another message from this video is that you're not doing anything wrong. What God has planned for you, what God mapped out for you, like the destiny, your journey, your purpose, will never be the same as anybody else's. And I always have to tell myself that. And like I said, I'm going to tell y'all, because you got to realize, like, what you are destined to do is not what somebody else destined to do. Like, your walk of faith, your walk towards a step into purpose, your walk into a better version of yourself will never be like mine. Or my journey will never be like yours. So always remember that as you know, step into a healthier lifestyle and a healthier journey, and just, like, you know, learn to grow over the time. Alright, y'all, so I finished the eyes. I went for something very, very neutral. I'm going to show y'all, talk y'all through what I did. Y'all, my eyes are so hard to do on camera. So, the first color I went in with was Afrique by Juvia's Place. I went in with this Cameroon color right here. Y'all, this is the color that I use all the time as, like, my first color to use. And then I went into the Warrior by Julia's Place. Y'all know it's Black Friday, so if y'all looking to get into some eyeshadow, go ahead and get y'all some. And then I use this Cano color. And then for the dark colors that you see on the outside, I use Minute. And then for the color that you see in the corners, I use this Ahosi, this light color right here. And I just literally took a brush. I didn't conceal that part or nothing. I just brushed it on. And then to just give it a slight shimmer, it's not a lot of shimmer, I went in with this Angelique color in this same palette that I use right here at the bottom. And just brushed some of that on. And the lashes that I use, y'all, lashes could literally make the look bolder or make it natural. I use these lashes, 3D Cherry Blossom, in the shade, I'm talking about in the shade, in the number 903. Y'all can get these from the beauty supply for 99 cents. So now that that is done, cool and simple, y'all. For this makeup look, I really want it to be super duper light, like that, almost like your everyday look. That's why I didn't really go too super duper bold on the eyeshadow. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is talk y'all into this face. As y'all seen already, I'm gonna go in with some micellar water. Y'all, if y'all come home from anywhere and y'all got on makeup and y'all need something to get y'all makeup off fast, this is my definite go-to. I either use this one or the yellow one. They have a yellow one that's like vitamin C. You go get that from Walgreens, and I use that just to like clean up the excess before I get to like doing the face and stuff. But be gentle, because I be scrubbing my face too hard. So I just go in and get that extra out, just like the fallout. Not too much of it, because some of the shadow you want to stay. So really just underneath, like up in there. Really where you gonna apply more makeup to, you just want to clean all that up. And then I always like try to get the excess that's under that eyeliner off as well. But I also like to keep the little natural shadow up there, so we just gonna pat that part right there. Alright. So now the next thing I'm going to go into is my moisturizer. Always moisturize your face underneath your foundation. Like always. Before you even get to doing anything else, get you a good moisturizer and moisturize your face. Because that's going to keep your skin hydrated. That's going to make the makeup that you put on top look good. So y'all already know I'm going in with my favorite duo. This ginseng and some SPF. This is the Mega Bright SPF. $62. Which I already know I got a code for y'all. I'm going to give y'all a code so that y'all can save a little money. And at this point, Origins need to sponsor me. So, y'all, I need Origins to hurry up and sponsor me, because I be vouching real hard for Origins. Because Origins is definitely my go-to when it comes to, like, getting my skin together. Because I told y'all, my skin was roughy pie. But since I started using it made a little comeback. Like, you know, it's doing what it's supposed to do. So that's all I'm going to do is do that. And then the next topic that we about to talk about is body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia, y'all, is so real. Like, and most times, like I said, you will see people and you will think, oh, they don't have those type of days. But y'all, I have body dysmorphia really bad. And once again, like that, you know, like the topic that I always go back into is like self-love. Like when, you know, like anytime I wake up with like a day where I'm feeling like, oh, I'm not really looking too good. I don't feel the way I look. I don't want to wear my best gym clothes because I feel like my body is not ready to put that on. That is every reason why you should put that shit on. Like, that should be every reason why you put that type of stuff on. Like, you know, like you have a cute gym set. It's like a crop top. And, you know, you want to wear it. But you wake up one morning and you feeling like, you know what, I don't really feel my best today. So, you know, I don't really deserve to put this on. But at that very point in time, that's when you deserve to put it on, because I feel like confidence comes with repetition. Like, the more you keep showing up for yourself, the more you keep, like, working on yourself internally and physically, like, those days start to get lighter and lighter. And then also, take time to realize, why are you feeling like that? Like, I know for me, I wake up feeling like I have body dysmorphia if, like, I wake up super duper bloated. And then it's like, in reality, bloating is natural. Like, bloating is so natural. Like, if you eat something that you are not used to eating, or maybe your water intake wasn't where it needed to be, or maybe your carbs or maybe your carbs was too high the day before. Like, all that stuff is normal. So that's why I really expound on like taking my time to learn my body, because the more you know your body and the more you know like what your body reacts to, I feel like it'll help you just educate yourself more to know that the things that you feel, the way your body fluctuates, the way your weight fluctuates, all those things are natural. And even though I am 4 years into my journey, I still am learning my body. So that's the gist of it. I'm still working and learning my body, because that is the whole point of the journey, to just learn your body. And that's really the thing, because like with body dysmorphia will make you feel like that little cute outfit that you bought you will never deserve to wear. Like, your body. And the thing is, the more you keep telling yourself that be like this, or when I get to this certain weight, like I have saved clothes for so long to say like, okay, I'm gonna wear it when I feel like I look like this, or when I get to this certain number, or like, you know, when they look like this. And whether you believe it or not, you probably won't ever wear it. Like, because if you keep having those type of thought processes around like you needing to deserve or be a certain number or look a certain way to wear something, you probably will never wear that outfit. Like, I kid you not. Because I don't have outfits that I say, okay, I'm going to wait till I look like this. Or I'm going to wait till I get back to this number. And I ain't never wore that damn outfit yet. So, don't be like me. If you feeling away, if you wake up feeling away, ask yourself why you feel that way. Think about what you could do to not feel that way. Is it, you know, like, just always talk yourself through why you feeling the way that you feeling. So, y'all, I went in with my Juvia's Place foundation. Like, y'all know I told y'all I didn't want it to be a lot. So, we making it real natural today. And y'all know that Juvia's foundation is thick, baby. Like, when I say thick, I mean thick. Like, you really do not need a lot. You could go find that from Ulta. And always be aware that as the temperature continues to change, you will lighten up during the wintertime. I remember when I would post my before and after pictures, and maybe it was like a time where I was like super duper light, because everybody knows as the seasons change, if you inside more in the sun, now you change colors. Like, who don't know that? Like, sometimes I be wondering about people. And another thing is, ignore the negative comments, y'all. Negative comments is gonna be there to the day you die. Like Medea say, people gonna talk about you to the day that you die. You know, like, people always just talking shit. Like, that's just what people do. People talk shit all the time. I remember when I posted this picture, like, I kid y'all not, the very first time that I ever went viral on Twitter. I went viral on Twitter. I had on this little green outfit. It was a green shirt that I had got from Forever 21, and it was some, like, these black flare pants. Y'all probably seen this picture before, but I'm gonna put it in there so y'all can see. This one, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this probably was the first time that I ever went viral on Twitter, right? And my caption was thick and pretty, y'all. I will remember this like it was yesterday. Yeah, and my caption was thick and pretty, y'all. When I say my Twitter went dumb after that post, like, that was my very first time that I could remember just going viral off that post. And the comments, like, it was so, like, it was all like, you know, most of the comments were positive, but as it started to go more viral and more viral and more viral, the comments got nastier and nastier. Like, and the crazy thing is, even when I just recently posted my my competition photos, like, just the comments, even from black women, black people, like, the comments just be so nasty. And it's like, that's why you always gotta make sure that you like I say, practicing self-love and always uplifting yourself. Because, baby, let me tell you, people will say some crazy, nasty, evil things, and it's like, just why? Like, why are we being evil? Like, why are we talking down on a woman? If I'm in my outfit and I'm feeling cute, Why is it your place to tell me that I'm not cute? Or why is it your place to comment on my body? Like, and then people wonder why people always like have a hard time being confident with themselves, because you got people on the internet like just being ugly. Like, and I always like, even if you watching this and you listening, do not be that type of person. Like, if you see somebody in the gym bettering themselves, even if they in the gym not, you like, what the hell are they doing? Like, you could tell they don't even know what they doing. If you see them in the gym bettering themselves, it's nothing that should be said, because if we all in here, if a person is trying to become a better version of themselves, no matter how that looks to you, that's their business, and you should always give that person their flowers. And so, like, that's why I always say, like, negative comments will always be there. Like, I remember they was like, oh, she too big to be wearing that, or yeah, they was like confident my ass, or like people are like, they'll say, oh, people will uplift anything, even the stuff that they were saying on my picture. I mean, on my post that went viral about me doing my body competition, saying like, oh, she had surgery, what was your recovery time? And it's like, baby, if I had surgery, I would say that. Like, if I said I did it natural, that's what I mean. Like, what are you talking about? I don't understand people sometimes. Like, and it's like, that's the thing about social media, and that's just the thing about in general. Like, you can't control what people think about you, and the more you try to like care about what people think about you, the more you cannot take the time to fully understand how you feel about yourself, or fully get to the gist of like what I have to do to love me, or what do I have to do to make sure that I'm okay with myself. Because I tell people all the time, but I don't care what nobody say. At the end of the day, I said this, my motto, I get up in the morning and I wash my own ass. Like, own ass. And by the way, y'all, this right here that I'm highlighting with is Toffee and the LA Girl Pro Concealer, because y'all already know what to do. And we're going to spray this a little bit. That way it can stay, because I ain't even going to be out long tonight. I don't even got to do all this. But I'm going to just do it anyways, because when I get with my, when I get popped out and I get cute, baby, ain't no telling what a night ago. So you always just want to be prepared for whatever. But yeah, like, if somebody is better in themselves, and you see somebody doing they big one, or you see somebody happy, why even take it upon yourself to say something? And if anything you can say is congratulations. Like, I know everybody growing up, everybody mama taught them, or somebody in their family taught them, that if you don't have nothing nice to say, just don't say shit at all. And I'm not even trying to cuss, because y'all know I be trying to watch my mouth. But it's like, if you don't have nothing nice to say, just don't even say nothing. Like, if it's nothing nice, why should you even comment? You know, like, keep your comments to yourself, because God gave everybody the right to feel and have their opinion, but you have control on whether you decide to voice it or not. And most of the times when you see people saying ugly stuff about you or ugly stuff to you, it's really just a reflection of how they feel about themselves. So anytime you see somebody talking crazy or being rude or just saying ugly things, 9 times out of 10, they got issues. So I always take time to realize that it ain't even you, boo. Like, them talking, it ain't even you. Like, the way they talking is because they don't like themselves, or they got some issues with themselves, or they probably not confident enough, so they gonna hate on your confidence because you confident enough to pop out and pop your shit. So they gonna be mad at you because you doing your big one and they can't do that. So always remember that. Like, sometimes when people say little ugly things and talk about you, it's because they got stuff they gotta fix on. I'll never forget, y'all. Growing up, I used to get talked about so much. Like, it used to be so crazy. Like, to the point where I would come home and cry so hard. I would come home and cry so hard because I just couldn't understand why people always wanted to talk about me. And I was just like the sweetest person that you could ever meet. Like, everybody knew me. Like, to know me is to love me. And if y'all don't get the vibes now, I'm a loving person. But over the years, I have learned to keep my love at a minimum, because, you know, people will definitely take your kindness for weakness, but that, at the end of the day, that still will never change the type of person that I am. Like, I still genuinely try to be a nice person. But I kid you not, one time I was walking to class. This was in middle school. I was walking to class. I'm gonna give y'all a couple stories. I was walking to class, And this boy goes, mind you, I'm just walking to class. Like I said, I'm walking to class. And this boy goes, oh, she built like an upside down muffin. What was that to say? Like, what was that to say? That's why I couldn't understand. Like, what was that even to say? Like, that's my whole point. So, like I said, and then another time, I remember when I was at South by Southwest in Austin, I was real cute, y'all. Like, I can't even lie. I remember when I did my makeup that day, I felt so beautiful. I was like, oh yeah, you cute. I was walking, doing South by Southwest, and I was with a group of friends. And this one boy out the crowd, like, I can't even remember. I can't tell y'all where it came from. But this one boy out the crowd was like, oh, she got the face, but she don't got the body. Like, it's like something to the fact that, oh, she pretty in the face, but it's not her body. And I'm like, thinking to myself, like, who fucking asked you? You know, like, who asked you? But at the time, a person struggling with learning to love themselves and a person that's working on their self-love journey, people got to understand, like, those type of comments are harsh. Like, some people cannot handle that type of criticism. And yeah, like, you say stuff like that and people say little ugly stuff and they think like, oh, well, you just need to have tough skin. Like, no, oh, you just need to mind your business. Alright, y'all, so what I just did was took that same brush that I blended in my concealer with and went into this Maybelline Fit Me Pressed Powder in 330 and just pressed that stuff into place just so that I can make a good set. And then I went in with my Sacha Buttercup. Baby, this is the OG powder. This is what it looks like, y'all. OG. Went into this and just set the areas. I didn't do any cream contour. I'm just going to go in with a regular brush and use my bronzer to contour my face because I don't really want a heavy contour. I want something very neutral and very light. So I'm going to go in with this MAC. This is like a blush, y'all, but this is my OG. I stole this from my mama when I first got into makeup. And as y'all can see the little hole coming, I got to find some more. So I'm just going in with this Wet n Wild brush right here and just lightly contour the shadows of my face. You know, just a little one too. Like the part that you could see that clearly you want to pop. And that's all I'm doing. And after that, y'all, we gonna be done. We rolling after that. It's gonna be time to get dressed. And the other thing is, I really don't even know what I'm wearing. As y'all can see, y'all, I don't highlight my forehead just because I don't like it. I don't like how that looks sometimes. Like I used to, when I used to do makeup real heavy, I used to like highlight and contour every damn thing. But now I just go with what I feel like makes me look, you know, as natural as possible. Well, depending on the look that I'm going for. So as y'all can see, this blush just makes everything like super duper neutral. And then I'm gonna go in with this brush, y'all. If y'all into makeup and y'all want to really get into makeup, get y'all an Ipsy subscription because Ipsy send me so many stuff. They send me this brush by Fawn and it's a 405 brush, and I just use this to highlight. I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm ready to just contour my nose, like the parts. And I'm just going to work that up into the eyeshadow. Makeup has evolved so much from when I did makeup. But hey, that's what we're going to do. We just going to work that in there. Yeah. Push it right here. Like, do the bridge of it because that just make it look so cute. I be seeing people contour their nose so hard. I don't really like contouring my nose real hard. Because I like that when I take off my makeup, I don't want to be like, dang, I should have left that shit on. Like, I don't want to look super duper different. Like, I want my makeup look to look very similar to how I look without makeup. And if it does not, I'm mad, okay? I don't want to take it off. So then I'm going to go in with this Juvia's Place blush in volume 5. Y'all, ever since I did this pink blush look, like now I want to wear pink blush all the time just because it's so pretty. So now I'm going to go in. Let me tell y'all, this blush is so pigmented. And I think it's only $16 and you get a light one and a pink one. So I'm just going to go in with both. I just like to mix both. Watch how pigmented this is, y'all. It's so pigmented. And I like a lot of blush, y'all. Don't get me wrong. Like, y'all probably like, girl, that's too much. But I like it. Like, I like blush. And I like to go in it with my nose. A little on my nose. And just to, like, spice it up. And then if you ever go in, it's like, oh, shh. Hey, nah, like, that's, you go in, that's too much. Like, right now, it's a little too pink. But all I do is go in with my foundation brush that I use. and just pat it in. Because once you pat it in, it just blends everything together and make everything look. But I like that blush look. Some people don't like how blush look on them, and you know, that's up to you. But I like blush, so it just makes everything look more warm instead of just using a contour, you know, a little contour powder. So now we're gonna go in with this Morphe Continuous Mist to spray midway. And if you like got some products that you really want to use and you really want to try out and they're expensive, now is the time to get it, just for the simple fact that everything is on sale because it's Black Friday. Like everything you need and you want is gonna be on sale right now. So you might as well go ahead and grab it while it's popping or while it's cheap, because I know I am. To go in and clean my lips off because clearly I got a lot going on up here, and get this off my hand. So if y'all didn't learn anything from this video, really just to be genuine to yourself. Like I feel like let me just say me, like sometimes I put so much effort into other people that you forget about yourself sometimes. And prioritizing self-love and self-care is the only way if you're going to be able to continue to show up for other people. So whatever your form of self-love and self-care is, do that. And you can't let nobody tell you how to love yourself. Like, I don't care how many times people get on here giving you suggestions on how to express self-love for yourself or how to practice it. Like, I feel like the only way to practice it and the only way to learn what works for you is just to learn what works for you. Like, it's easy for people to say, like, girl, love yourself. But, like, baby, how? Baby, how? And it just takes time to understand how to do that, because self-love for everybody else, like self-love for each person looks different. So y'all already know this is my favorite lip liner, and I have seen so many people use different flavors. I mean different shades. So I need to go back and look at some different shades. But this is the Juvia's Place lip liner in Brownie. Hey, this right here, y'all better go get one of these. So I'm just gonna go in with this. I really don't even know what I'm wearing, but a nude lip really can't go wrong. On the overline a little bit, like the parts where I know like on lip ain't as full, I just kind of go over the top like that. Real little simple. Your purse, whatever you gonna wear, keep your lip liner in your purse, and keep some pressed powder in your purse with like whatchamacallit, one of these. Boom. But if you go get the Maybelline one, they got this at the bottom of it, and really this all you need. So just in case you somewhere and you get the crown, like I was crying at those people wedding and I didn't even know them. Like just in case you somewhere like that and you get the crown, or you somewhere and you sweating, like you could just make sure you still keep, you know, stay cute while you doing all the extra. So I think we're going to go in with Fenty. So we're going to go in with this Fenty because I just want like a nice cute gloss. So Fenty, we're going to go in with Sweet Mouth Fenty. Alright, you guys. So here is the finished look. Very cute, rosy. It's giving holiday. And if I never wanted to be my camera ass ever in my life, today's the day, because it's been on the charger, so why is it dying? So I'm about to go put my outfit on, and I'm going to show y'all my outfit once I finish getting dressed. And we're going to let this camera charge up for a little bit. And yeah. Alright, so outfit is complete, y'all. Let me show y'all what I'm looking like. I cannot decide. Y'all already know it's raining outside, but I really want to wear these pants. So I got the top, Fashion Nova, of course. The pants, Fashion Nova. That is a little juicy, but once I eat, they gonna fill up. Check out the booty. It's popping. Y'all look at the bottom of these pants. This how the bottom of the pants look. They fluff. And I'm gonna wear my UGG rain boots. Let me show y'all the boots I'm gonna wear real quick. They're a little dusty because y'all know it ain't been cold. So I'm gonna wear these boots, because we're going to the party, and the party does not require shoes in the house. I love it, because when I get in my house, no shoes. Hello? Alright, bet. So, yeah. The makeup came out really soft and subtle. That's what I was going for. And, y'all, at first I did not like my real hair, but I guess it's doing what it's doing. I get my wig put on Wednesday for Thanksgiving, so that's cool. But, anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know I was talking plenty of stuff, and I just wanted to like give y'all a video off script, and hopefully one day I could actually show y'all how I look to do my eyes. on camera, I'm gonna come in this light because this light be good too right here. I'm gonna show y'all how I do my eyes off camera. I mean on camera, but I know I usually do it off camera. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Fit chicks and fit beauties, y'all already know the drill. Come back and mess with your girl. Peace out.